everyone, this is Coach Johnny Artiega here, Program Director of J-League Soccer Academy. I wanted to send over an activity specifically for our U6-U8 age groups, okay? Today, the focus is going to be mainly on passing and passing with accuracy. I do encourage the players to have some help. A parent would be great so they can help them with the setup that we have here. As you can see, I have a bunch of water bottles here in my setup. The reason for the water bottles is I don't have my toe cones with me. If I had my toe cones with me, I would set them up as toe cones. So if you have some toe cones at home, that's great. If you don't, be creative. I've set up some water bottles here in my playing area. We're gonna go through a warm-up of foot skills, a technical dribbling warm-up, and then we'll go right into our passing, which will be the main activity in today's session. As you can see here, guys, I have 8 water bottles in a playing area of about 5 yards by 5 yards. Okay, if you have more space, you can do that and make it bigger, 10 by 10. The idea is just to have it spread out. These are going to be obstacles in the beginning as a warm-up, as you're warming up to go around them. And then once we progress into passing, they're going to be our targets. Don't mind my dummy defender here. I have a defender which is just simply for other training, but I'm using that defender as well for today. If I have it in front of me, might as well use it. If you have a cone, try to use a cone instead of that defender. That's all it is, all right? So as a warm-up, we're dribbling around here, taking lots of touches with the outside, inside, and sole of our foot, alternating from right to left before we go into the passing. Warm-up should look like this. Dribbling around, keeping our head out, using the outside part of our foot, using the inside part of our foot, using the roll to go around these little cones or water bottles. I'm keeping my head up. Let's remember, as we're dribbling, we always have to keep our head up to see where we're going, but we also have to make sure that we see where the ball is. So we're looking up, we're looking down at the ball, and we're looking up. We're moving our feet, okay? We're dribbling through here. We can do this for about 1 minute. Probably about 1 minute of dribbling anywhere, freely. We're not doing any foot skills, any of that. Just in the beginning, we're just moving freely for about a minute, okay? Then we'll start introducing the foot skills. The first set of foot skills is gonna be a single foot toe tap. We are doing 10 with the right, 10 with the left. It should look like this. We're hopping and tapping the ball, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch over to the other foot 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we dribble around for about 30 seconds this time. Once we are done dribbling around for 30 seconds, we move on to our other foot skill, okay? It's now combination toe taps. Right, left, right, left, right, left. We are doing 20 of these. Then we'll dribble around again for another 30 seconds or so. And we will go sole rolls from right to left foot. We're just rolling back and forth, okay? We're still avoiding, as we're dribbling around, we're still avoiding all these obstacles, okay? Once we're done with the sole rolls, we will progress to inside, foundation touches, keeping your head up. Challenge yourself as we're doing this. Lastly, when we're dribbling around for the last 30 seconds, I want you to go as fast as you can, trying to go around these cones or these water bottles. It should look like this. Keeping our head up, seeing where I need to get through, keeping the ball close to us, trying to avoid all these water bottles and obstacles from here, using the inside, outside, roll, anything you want for about 30 seconds to conclude the warm-up at speed, under control. All right, guys, our first activity here as we begin to work on our passing after the warm-up is gonna be a little, I like to call this soccer bowling, okay? But my targets are all over the place. So what I want to do is I want to really focus on my technique first. This first activity, I want you to focus on your passing technique. My support foot needs to be pointing at my target. My back foot is open, and I'm going to use the inside part of my foot to pass. My foot should follow through, okay? It's important to also start understanding how hard I want to make this pass, all right? If my target is close here, this is my support foot and I'm passing the ball, the pass doesn't have to be too hard, too strong, right? But it can't be too soft. It just has to have the right pace. So it's important that I make my pass and I follow through. I knock that one out. All right? This is what the game looks like. Once you knock one target out, you can't touch the ball. You're looking to knock the next target out. Okay? Here we go. I'm following through. Knock that one out. I go over and I'm going to try to knock all my targets one at a time. Here we go. I think the wind knocked that one down for me, but I'm going to go right in here. Try to knock the next one. Try to knock the next one over. Here it is. Here it is. And last one. I'm nice and controlled. Remember, if I would have taken a hard pass, I may knock it down, but I'm going to lose control of that ball. So it's important that the pace is correct, okay? So it can't be too soft, because if it's too soft, it's not going to get there. And if it's too hard, okay, I might knock it down, but my ball's going to end up far away from me. So it's really important that we start thinking in this activity about the accuracy, but the pace of the pass. How hard and how soft you should be passing the ball. I want you to try this activity several times and then start timing yourself. How long does it take for you to knock all the cones or all the water bottles down, and try to beat that time. Work on this activity for a few minutes before we progress to the next one. All right, guys, here's a little progression from our bowling game, okay? So instead of having the cones or the water bottles all over the playing area, we're now placing them, I put them right by my goals, but you can place them anywhere, okay? And we're gonna have our soccer ball about 5 yards away from 4 water bottles on one side, 4 water bottles on this side. You can do this alone, or you can challenge your parents or your sibling to play with you and make it a fun game. So the goal of this exercise here is, how many times do you have to pass the ball there to knock all the cones down? So it should look like this, okay? My support foot is next to the ball, all right? I'm passing with my back foot straight through, inside, and I'm following through. I'm gonna try it on this side with my left foot. I'm gonna pass. There's one, so I gotta go get my ball, go back to my spot, and I'm going again. There are 2, one more. I have one more to knock down. 5 yards away from my spot, last one. Oh, just missed it. So we're gonna keep practicing, all right? We're gonna keep practicing, here it is. And it took me 4 times, I believe, to knock all the 4 cones down. So you're gonna play against a partner, or you can now challenge yourself. If you're playing alone, then it took me 4 times to do that. I'm gonna grab another ball, okay? I'm gonna grab a ball and do it on the other side. Took me 4 times on my left foot, knock them all down in less than 4 tries. I had 4 tries here. Let me pick this one up. See how I do. So forward foot pointing at my target, back foot open, right pace. Okay, oh, knock them all down in 1 try. It's important that we point at our target, follow through with our back foot. Don't overhit the ball, don't underhit it. Right pace. Have some fun with this activity. Continue to practice your passing with accuracy. You can challenge a sibling, a parent to do it with you. Have some fun with this activity, or you can do it on your own. All right, guys, for the final activity here, as we continue to work on our passing with accuracy, I have only grabbed 2 water bottles for one side, 2 water bottles for the other side, or tall cones. All right, I have them as my targets or my goalkeepers now in a small goal on each side. You can play this 1v1 game against a parent, a sibling, or someone, a partner, or you can do it on your own like I'm going to show you. I don't have anyone to play with right now, so I'm going to do it on my own. So it looks like this. I'm going to start on one side, start here. I'm going to dribble. I've set up my defender in quotes, but you can have a cone right in the center. So you're dribbling towards that cone. As you're approaching that cone, slow down, take a touch past that cone, and then try to score in the gaps. If the ball hits the water bottle, that's a save. That's not a goal. So I've scored 1 goal, all right? Here I go. I'm going from this side over to this side. Okay? Past the defender. That's a goal. That's 2. All right? It doesn't count if you knock these down on the way back. I want you to score as many goals as possible. All right? Going around this defender and trying to pass the ball in. But every time you knock the water bottle down, if you do, all right? If you knock a water bottle down, then you lose a goal. So you're keeping track of how many goals you can score until you are -4 at the end, all right? So if I've scored 10 goals and then I start knocking the water bottles down, I will lose a goal every time I knock the water bottle down because that's a save by the goalkeeper. All right, have some fun with this activity. You can do it with a partner. How do you do it with a partner? Simply one player defends one side, the other player defends the other side, and the goalkeeper for the player defending this side are the water bottles. The player defending this side, the water bottles on this side is their goalkeeper. So it's important to just have some fun with it, work on your passing, and simulate like you have a goalkeeper. I hope you're all well. Keep up the good work at home. Have some fun with these activities.